Okay, this diagram represents the centre roof light that shines down the passenger seats behind the driver. I've marked this hole and I've marked this hole and I've test fit this, and I'll show you that now. I've used masking tape and a pencil. It's easy to mark. I've centered the hole there and I've centre marked for a hole there. I've put this plate on there just to ensure that these markings line up correctly, which they do, and that's how that's going to sit in there. 3.5mm drill hole. It's going to go on each side of this. I'm going to use a vacuum cleaner to pick up the shavings whilst drilling, and obviously ensure that you wear glasses. We'll pre-drill that, we'll mount that bracket, and then we'll go from there. So to get this plug out, we just push down in here, and just pull on the plug, and that comes out, and push down on there, and that'll slide out like that. Just for the record, I'm doing this in 32 degrees and 70% humidity. Now, we'll do the same for the interior light. Pull down, and they should just come out with clips. Like so. And I'll push down on there, and that'll unplug like that. Alright, we'll show you the next stage. Now I've put this plate in. We've used the wrong size drill bit. My son gave me a 4.5mm instead of a 3.5mm. I didn't check it, but anyway, what I've used is some Allen key bolts with nylock nuts on the other end, and that'll obviously skewer a lot better when going over corrugated roads. Now it's just a matter of mounting this plate. These captive nuts here point downwards and towards the front of the vehicle. That screws on there like so, and a bolt goes in there. It's a 20mm long 6mm bolt, and I'll do that now. Okay, I've mounted the rear plate. I've used a bit of Loctite on this bolt here. As I said before, it's a 20mm bolt. Knit that up, and I've squared this plate so it's in line with the front mounting plate once I install it. What I'm going to do now is pre-run the UHF coax cable for the antenna and the power cable prior to mounting the front plate. Okay, it's just a matter of using a screwdriver, flat tip screwdriver underneath there. You can use a socket or a Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to use a Phillips screwdriver. Move these two bolts and this handle will come out, and this cover will pull away, and I'll be able to run the cabling up through. And I've just used a bit of wire. Coax that through that gap there, and I'll just bend over this end here to make it easier to slide through. It's a matter of hooking on. I've got some cordage string. I'm going to tie that to my coax and power cable and pull that up through. Now I've got an inverter that goes just in there. I'm going to tap off that supply because I've got a cable going from the auxiliary right through to the back of the vehicle, so I've just tapped in there. I've run the cable underneath the carpet so you can't actually see it on the other side, and that'll pop out underneath the seat. There's some sharp edges here, so I'm going to run it in. So I've run it through here, in between there, just along the edge here. It's come up underneath the dash there, over the top of the steering column. And I've ran it up the side here. I've also run the coax as well. It's sitting behind there so it won't drip down. And I've got it coming at the end here. I've shortened the coax as suggested. And there's the power cable there. I'll just have to terminate them, and we'll go with the front bracket.